Hey, Bulldog fans, welcome in for a cup of Joe at the Joe. And today we're joined by the new Director of Football Equipment, Mike Marangelli. Mike, how are you?
Doing well, doing well. Glad to be here.
Yeah, appreciate the time. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you just started here at the Citadel. It's not your first college program you've worked with. A little bit about your background and what brought you here to the Bulldogs.
I've actually been doing equipment for about 9 years now. I believe this will be my ninth season coming up. I started at Charleston Southern as a student assistant, worked my way into a graduate assistant role, and then became full-time for 1 year back in 2020, and transitioned to Coastal Carolina, worked with the football program there for 2 seasons, had a lot of fun there, and then recently transitioned this May down to the Citadel. So I'm back home in Charleston, excited to be here.
Yeah, and it's good to have you here as well. Your first year at the Citadel, and in your first year, you get to work with a new partner for the Citadel as well as the Bulldogs make this change to Under Armour. What's that been like for you? How exciting is that to come here and work with Under Armour now moving forward?
It's been great. I got a good experience with Under Armour while I was at Coastal Carolina, and obviously there were struggles all around in the equipment world with the COVID stuff that was going on and shipment delays and all that stuff. But Under Armour did a great job for us, taking care of us up there at Coastal. So I'm excited to keep working with them here. They're getting better at things, I would say, especially over the past couple of years. Footwear is getting better. The gear has always been top of the line, so we're super excited to be working with them. And like I said, they're taking great care of us.
I was always told there's no dumb questions, so forgive me if this is a dumb question for you. But I mean, how important is this gear that you're talking about when it comes to these student athletes to make sure they have the best stuff to go out there and play well?
Oh my goodness! Typically when you send out a lot of forms that students need to fill out, or the student athletes need to fill out, they will fill out the equipment form first. They'll get to that because they're most excited about getting their gear and everything like that. So. It's very important though, and making sure we have the right sizes for guys. You got to order the right sizes. You have to order this stuff a lot of times almost a year in advance now. So you've got to make sure you've got the right sizes down and making sure you're fitting them properly from their head to their toes. There's a lot of conversations that go around helmets and making sure that stuff is fitted properly. But even their feet, trying to protect their feet and keep their ankles and their feet and their legs healthy, their knees. You got to make sure cleats are fitted properly as well. So. A lot of stuff goes into ordering and stuff like that.
Your first year at the Citadel, but you're joining a good staff and a good crew of people to help you out as well.
Absolutely. Coach Drayton, I heard nothing but great things about him. He's got his ties to the Low Country in Berkeley County as well. But coming here, I heard nothing but great things, and I can already give numerous examples of working with him for only 2 months of how great he has been so far, him and his entire staff. I'm working with a great group of people, some of the best that I've worked with in my near decade of doing equipment. So I'm excited to work with them. I think we're going to win a lot of football games.
When you make a transition, I know a lot goes into it in terms of partnering now with Under Armour. Football season is right around the corner, though, so I know fans are looking forward to what's coming ahead, both in terms of on the field, the football product, but also on the field in terms of the uniforms and those products as well. Just what can fans look forward to, even in terms of maybe when that news may come, or what we can expect to see when the Bulldogs take the field this year? What's a timeline, or what are some things that the fans can be excited for as we gear up for football season?
Last week we revealed our subtle helmet changes that we made. It's still a white helmet. We changed the face mask from gray to white, changed the center stripe a little bit to be a tricolor stripe, and the Star C is staying the same on the side. Added some helmet bumpers to the front and the back that people are pretty excited about. So just those subtle changes with the helmet was big time. We actually made it on Uniswag, which is a big social media account out there that shares a lot of new equipment stuff. So we made it out there on that page. And then as far as the uniforms go, I talked to the athletics director, Mike Marangelli. He and I talked when I first started, and one of our big things is trying to hone in the traditional Citadel look. So what you're going to see on the field this year is a lot of blue and white. Blue jerseys, white game pants. The look is going to be very traditional, but it's going to kind of fit well with that Citadel tradition, and we're trying to bring that back and get back to our winning ways as well.
Is that a group effort when it comes into making those decisions of what the look will be for the Bulldogs here moving forward?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have to go through regular approval processes to make sure everything's cleared. But it's also making sure that color's right. I mean, the Citadel blue is very important to us, and we want to make sure it's right. And then also making sure the design of the jersey doesn't look tacky or anything like that. We want it to look as nice as possible and, again, as traditional as possible.
The equipment guys oftentimes are the unsung heroes of football or all athletic programs on college campuses. What was it like for you, the staff, when it came to this partnership with Under Armour to now get ready for the upcoming football season?
It's been a wild ride. We started on July 1st, where we officially were under contract with Under Armour, and there were days where we received, up to 200 boxes of gear coming in at one time, and you got to sort through all that. I'd like to give a little bit of a shout out to Kevin Yeager and Sarah Quinn. Sarah's still with us as the Senior Associate Director of Equipment, and Yeager has moved on from the equipment side of things into the ops role in athletics. And they did a great job of organizing everything when it was ordered. Like I said, that was done long before I was here. So it's been labeled properly to where when it comes in, we're able to sort through it nice and quick. We get it inventoried. We kind of separate what needs to be screen printed and embroidered and what can just be kind of put away for the fall season or spring season, depending on the sport. And we get it rolling from there. Our student managers have done a great job over the summer helping us out. While we've still had football drills and OTAs going on, we've still been able to get work done with them, and they've stuck around during their days, taking time out of their summer schedule to work with us and make sure we get everything taken care of there. So it's just a matter of making sure we get everything we need in, keeping track of it, and making sure it gets to the athletes and the coaches, and getting going for the season.
Well, Mike, it's good to have you back home and here with the Bulldogs, and appreciate you joining us here today for some Joe at the Joe.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to the season.
Hey, Bulldog fans. Bulldog and Battalion Blend are now available in stores. Stop by your local Harris Teeter, grab a bag from the local product section, and support our mighty dogs.